Well, well, well. Today's finally the day that I am taking on the Voldemort of body positivity, Jae Bae. You speak her name 3 times and the Dairy Queen appears. But, yeah, no. People really dislike this chick. I'm not quite sure why. Like, all I've seen, I think, is clips of her saying, "My fupa deserves to be in your face, damn it, blah, blah, blah." Like, I think that's what she says. But I selected a couple clips off her channel that looked entertaining for some reason. And, yeah, I'm just going to check them out for you guys and give you my opinion. But 16.8 million, I'm total body positivity, guys. I'm trying to ride this clout train, too. I'm chubby. Like, we lost a little bit of weight. We could work back the other way for them kind of views. But, let's see what Jae Bae's talking about.
Things that plus-size travelers hate. When the tray table can't come down. Worrying about asking for a seatbelt extender. Having little
Screw it. Why don't we just bring our own construction team so we could take the, like, friggin' seat out in front of us?
to no room to move.
Damn, you look like a sardine in there. That's a tight squeeze, buddy. Now I know. You really thought the tray was gonna come down? Like, how dense could we be?
Narrow aisles and bulkhead seats. Tiny airplane bathrooms.
Oh yeah, no shot. That is not too thigh thick. You ain't getting in that sucker. Might have to pee in the sink. Just saying. You're running out of options on this trip.
Worrying you're going to break the toilet. Getting pat down because you're fat.
Did he find the Skittles? Just saying. They're probably there somewhere.
Tiny airport chairs with armrests.
Armrests are 600-pounders like kryptonite. We hate armrests for sure. 1.3 million. Sign my petition. What is this?
So you want to hear my hot take on plus size travel and why I think every plus size traveler should get a free second and even third seat on an airplane?
If you're spilling in the 3 seats, like, you really don't need to be going anywhere. You probably need to be in a damn hospital.
Then you better keep watching and sign my petition to make some real change. Let's just state facts. Plus size travelers need more space. And many people agree that plane seats are too small, even for the average size person.
This lady is like the black hole of obesity. She thinks she should just absorb everything around her. Seats and everything. Like, nobody can have space around her. It's dark matter. She's stealing it all.
As a plus size traveler myself, I know how uncomfortable and unsafe it can be to squeeze into a tiny airplane seat. We are
Probably unsafe if you catch one of them trays to the crotch. That's probably not good for you.
not asking for special treatment or luxury accommodations. We simply want enough space to travel comfortably and safely without fear of being discriminated against because of our size.
Why does everyone just holler discrimination? Like, you're fat. They're like, they don't want you to spill into their seats when you're traveling. I don't understand why that's such a complicated thing for people. Like, they really don't get it. It's like, we need 3 seats. Are you kidding me? 3 seats, lady? You better get a private jet.
It's truly that simple. If you agree that every traveler deserves to fly comfortably and without fear of discrimination, then go ahead and please sign my petition and share it with everybody that you know.
I'll sign it if you let me see everybody's damn name on there so I can call each one of them an idiot.
Let's work together to make air travel more inclusive and accommodating for everyone.
Oh my god. I think it's already inclusive. Like, they're giving you seatbelt extenders. They're letting you get 2 seats. Somebody's not going to see grandma because you had to eat that extra graham cracker. Like, it's serious out here. Why is this even a thing? Let's see the next one. What is this? We're plus size travelers.
We're plus size travelers. Of course we check to see if there's a customer size policy before booking.
We're plus size travelers. Of course we're expected to pay more just to travel comfortably.
We're plus size travelers. Of course we think about if we need a second seat before.
Holy shit. I just realized they are going back and filming in the same space so they don't have to walk extra. Because I'm looking at this house. This house over here in the background is the same house. And this little root on this tree makes the same little, like, L shape. So they're going back and just, instead of walking the extra distance, they are backing up and doing the same exact shot again. No extra walking for them. Burning calories, that's against the Christ of fatties.
Before we book a flight.
We're plus size travelers. Of course we ask for the seatbelt extender as soon as we board the flight.
We're plus size travelers.
See what I mean? Pay attention to this. Pay attention to this right here, right? That root and that coloration is very distinct. Now watch the next one.
Of course we get dirty looks anytime we're traveling.
We're plus-size travelers. Of course.
Son of a bitch, there it is again. Oh my god. I can't believe they did that. Wow, you guys really did that. Just walk the extra 10 feet. Or is this pavement discriminating against you and your feet?
Our society doesn't believe we deserve to travel.
We're plus-size travelers. Of course we can't use a tray table on a plane.
Okay. You knew you couldn't use that effing tray, lady. We don't need to act like this is something you were not aware of.
Plus-size travelers. Of course we have to look through tons of pictures just to see if a place is plus-size friendly.
Oh, I've done that before. I've definitely been too gargantuan and needed to Google some
We're
stuff.
plus-size travelers. Of course we have to walk sideways down the plane aisle to make sure we don't hit you with our ass.
We're plus-size travelers. Of course we can't use the airplane lavatory comfortably.
If you're sitting on a plane, right, and Jae Bae comes through the aisle and just full-on fupa to the face knocks you out cold, how pissed off are you?
We're plus-size travelers. Of course we have to do hours of research just to go somewhere.
We're plus-size travelers. Of course we use apps like Seat Guru to navigate travel in a bigger body.
We're plus-size travelers. Of course we check the weight limits on like almost everything.
We're plus-size travelers. Of course we have to worry about weight-based discrimination.
There it is again, that same damn word. Why? What is wrong with saying, like, I'm not good enough as I am. I need to improve myself. What's the whole deal with that? Like, why is that a big deal?
We're plus-size travelers. Of course we bring compression socks on all of our trips.
We're plus-size travelers. Of course we can't find our sizes in souvenir shops.
We're plus-size travelers. Of course we get an extra pat down at security.
Okay. Is there a compression stomach sock that could, like, make it so she could use that tray? Because she seems pretty damn fixated on that thing. She's not going to get her lunch unless we put that damn tray down. Because it's not possible for her to eat any other way. Obviously, she needs a damn tray.
I saw this ridiculous comment claiming discrimination is only about race, religion, or sex, not weight. Seriously, let's set the record straight about weight-based discrimination.
That word must be your favorite. Like, you've probably got it tattooed right across your stomach. Discrimination. The diabetic discrimination.
Is the unjust or prejudicial treatment of different categories of people, especially on the grounds of ethnicity, age, sex, disability, and, or, wait for it, weight-based discrimination, or weight stigma, is the discriminatory treatment of people based on their size and weight. It can lead to
It's so stupid, I can't help myself. Also, why is she doing pug face the whole time? Like, she's just super upset. I imagine people are staring like hell since you've got that, like, phone mounted on the front of your cart. There's probably some little 80-year-old lady with a bad hip coming through, and she's looking at you rolling around with a camera crew.
exclusion, marginalization, and inequities. Newsflash.
Is this the We're Plus Size Travelers guy behind her? He's got kind of a unique walk, but he's pissed that you got electric power and he don't right now. Because he's not going to keep up.
Weight isn't just about eating habits. Genetics, metabolism, mental health, and money play big roles. Blaming it all on overeating. That's ignorant.
Lady, you overeat. It's 1,010% sure that you overeat. Like, right now, you're in the frozen pizza aisle. I'm sure DiGiorno and you go way the hell back. You've been doing you some discriminating on DiGiorno a bunch of times.
FYI, some states and cities actually have laws against weight-based discrimination.
Do
There are
they?
also advocacy groups out there fighting for more protections. Weight-based discrimination often
She's got an effing cart and she's making Buddy carry the water behind her. Wow, just so he doesn't block your shot, huh? You're discriminating against him. He is a plus-size person, damn it. Why is he carrying stuff? You should be balancing it on your damn head.
intersects with other biases. Imagine being judged for your race and weight at the same time. It amplifies the impact and makes life even harder for those already facing multiple forms of
When did macaroni and cheese become like an MLK thing? What is going on?
discrimination. Weight-based discrimination is real and harmful. So instead of spreading misinformation, educate yourself. Google is free. And remember, ignorance isn't bliss, it's just lazy.
I am questioning everything about my life and why I'm making this video right now. This lady is extra touched. What is wrong with you? But then again, she's getting followers off of it. People are jumping on the bandwagon, so that must just be her whole grift. Like, hey, I'm going to get followers if I sit here and talk about how my belly button cannot hold a popsicle properly, so the popsicle's discriminating against my belly button lint. Like, that's probably what we're looking at.
My ordeal at SeaTac Airport will shock you. This experience I'm about to share with you is yet another example of why employee
Not the sad music. What happened? Oh, more discrimination, of course.
sensitivity training, a demand outlined in the plus-size travel petition, is desperately needed. I'm a plus-size wheelchair user, and on a recent flight to the SeaTac Airport, I requested wheelchair assistance, as I always do. When it came time for me to deplane, I saw the employee who would be assisting me with my wheelchair waiting for me.
I wonder if, for some reason, she's a plus-size traveler. She could go to Houston, right? And then if Dr. Now caught her, there's no way she's escaping. Once she's in his midst, she's not going to get away. That man is scary, man. I'm telling you, he gets a hold of fat people, you're going in the red room. You're not getting away from that man.
In the entry of the jet bridge, as I approached her and she realized she'd be assisting me and not one of the smaller passengers, she started to walk away with the wheelchair while making comments about my size. Even when I told her I really needed the chair and needed her to let me sit down in it.
Did you tell her you can do it, put your back into it? No, I guarantee you didn't. But what about Buddy behind you? Can't he push? Did she say that?
She blatantly ignored me and kept walking. I was then forced to walk up one of the longest jet bridges I've encountered, and she didn't stop. By the time she let me reach the wheelchair and sit down, my lips were white. My oxygen levels had dropped and I almost fainted. This was my first time flying without oxygen. This woman just assumed I could walk and would rather me do that.
You are walking, and you are walking at tremendous speed right now for your size, honestly. So my thought would be that you can do a whole lot more than you let on. You're just probably a pretty lazy person. That's why you didn't keep walking during that first thing. You kept backtracking and doing the same shot over and over.
Instead of her having to push someone my size up the jet bridge, all the other attendants wheeled their passengers up the jet bridge, but my needs were disregarded.
Not that damn tray again. Well, is that Cheez-Its? No fucking way you brought Cheez-Its. You're complaining about spilling in the extra seats with a friggin' like family-sized thing of Cheez-Its next to you. And I don't think that's water in that thing. That's probably definitely grape juice in that like flask there thing.
This is discrimination. Nobody should be treated this way. Share your story at change.org/size travel.
I can't believe that's a real thing. She really did it. Like, she's out here trying to make airplanes. We're going to have to get rid of we just got to scrap them all, right? Because the society doesn't fit you, right? Or the things aren't made for fat people. So now we're going to change everything? Wow, lady, your thoughts are scary. What is this one here?
Oh, honey, let me educate you real quick. First of all, those seats you're worried about, they're all mine. And they were paid for by a company that values me and knows plus-size people deserve to travel.
At least she's playing Kendrick in the background. I can get behind that. But, you're not like us.
Comfortably, just like everybody else. But let's get real. Plus-size passengers should always have the space. They need to travel comfortably without extra charges, just like the one person, one fare policy in Canada suggests. But while you're busy counting seats, I'll be over here continuing to advocate to change the status quo.
You been counting them TikTok dollars, baby, huh? 17 million on that first. I make me a damn petition too. You probably getting paid.
So everybody is treated fairly. How about that for a push-up?
Alright, so Jae Bae, man, I could get behind you saying like certain people are like jerks or whatever to fat people, like, because there definitely are those people. But at the same time, you could work on self-improvement and you could just not be sitting here screaming like, accept my roles, I'm the like queen of the Rolos. Like, you could change things up. I think this is the same thing though. Is this the same?
Recently, I had a distressing experience at Chicago O'Hare Airport as a plus-size ambulatory wheelchair user. I faced a significant challenge when trying to get to baggage claim.
Walking. Walking was once a significant challenge to me. You know what I did? Cut my stomach out, been working on it for 3 years, been under like 1,500 calories for I haven't had a piece of bread in 6 months. Like, I'm working my damn ass off to make sure that I don't go back in the other direction. And you're just sitting here screaming, accept me, I'm beautiful, damn it. Like, it's kind of pissing me off just because, like, I'm really trying out here and you're really doing the exact opposite.
The only option was to go through a revolving door. We pressed the button to slow it down for people with disabilities, but as soon as we entered, we got stuck.
Oh no, not the revolving door. That is our other. That's one of the 7 deadly hollows. Holy shit, call Hefty Harry to get us out of this predicament.
I'm claustrophobic and began to panic, frantically motioning to the staff for help. They just stared at me, offering no assistance.
What do you want them to do? Break the damn glass? You're the one that wedged in there, Mrs. No, I can't use the damn tray table.
A passerby noticed our struggle and tried to help, but the airport staff remained unresponsive. This was my second terrible experience at O'Hare during just one trip. The lack of assistance was not only frustrating but dehumanizing.
This is hilarious. Like, I joke a lot about getting stuck and stuff like that, but I guess you'll just have to call the Step Bro rescue team because your ass is wedged in there good and these people are ignoring you. It means they want no part of this problem, just like the person with the wheelchair in the last one.
Highlighting the necessity for airport staff to treat travelers of all sizes and abilities with the respect and care they deserve.
Everyone deserves to be respected, unless you're sitting here just screaming at everyone else that they should accept you for who... Like, yes, to an extent, accept people for who they are, but if you're going to sit there and inconvenience everyone else, it's not really an acceptance thing. It's a you're being ignorant and you're being a dickhead thing. It's not everyone else that's tripping here. You're the one that's got it way off base. So, let's see some more.
Of the trip, the wheelchair assistance completely failed us. I was left struggling to be okay. There is a video about the incident on my page.
Yeah, I saw it, alright. No one owes you anything. You owe yourself care for yourself. Well put. I'm sorry you were treated that way. Everyone deserves respect, regardless of size. Yeah, Brianna. You just sit here and, like, gas this lady up. She's not already gassy.
That experience was already stressful and humiliating enough. So by the time it was time to fly home, I decided to have my fiancé push me in the wheelchair to avoid any more mishaps. Picture this.
And did you think, were you discriminating against his leg muscles? Making him push you? Is that discrimination too?
Me, a plus-size woman in a wheelchair, pushing my suitcase with one hand while my fiancé did their best to steer.
Yeah, unfortunately, those things don't have power steering, so he's definitely working his muscle groups out if he's trying to push you up that ramp.
It wasn't the easiest setup, but we were managing. As we were making our way through the terminal, we walked by a group of flight attendants. At first, I thought nothing of it, but then I heard the unmistakable sound of laughter, directed right at us.
You probably just thought it was directed at you because everything's directed at you. At least that seems to be the universe you live in. Like, you're really just an obese black hole. You're sucking everyone in, and everything revolves around you. At least that's the vibe I'm getting from you, the plus-size traveler.
They didn't even try to hide it. They pointed, laughed, and made snide remarks. And one said, "What the actual fuck?" My heart sank. The sting of their mockery was intense. It's one thing to deal with
I don't think it was mockery. I think he was pissed off that you expected him to do it.
stares and whispers, but outright laughter and public humiliation. It was too much. Nobody should be treated like this.
That's it. We're going to give them all the Scarlet F. That seems to be what she's working towards. Because everything is just against her. Everyone. No one respects Jae Bae. She is the total victim in all of this. Not the fact that she's spilling into your third seat with a box of Cheez-Its. No, that's got nothing to do with anything. Oh yeah, I thought about doing a video on this pickup artist because he gave me the willies, but nah. I really don't know if you guys would even like that. I thought it was going to be funny. But gym bros love bigger women. I gotta hear about this.
You gym rats love to troll in my TikTok comments, saying all kinds of things about bigger women. But guess what? Those same guys are sliding into my Tinder messages
They're trying to get gains. They know if they push you up a couple ramps, they're going to be bigger.
every single day. Make it make sense. Society wants to convince you that only one type of body is desirable.
Not true. There's men out there that'll bang a wet gopher hole, so it don't really matter. Guys are not. I guarantee she is getting people to slide in there, but I don't think that it's Mr. Olympia or anything.
But the truth is far more interesting. Many guys, yes, even those hardcore gym enthusiasts, are attracted to bigger women. You can keep projecting your insecurities in my comments,
But when they slid in there, did they say, hey, I got some Ozempic or anything like that? Because that would make sense.
but it won't change the facts.
No way, Johnny P said you ate and ate and ate. Damn, you're a dickhead, buddy. But that's funny. That's a good one. And then marked, I'm going to need proof of this. Man, Jae Bae, she really is the final boss of fat acceptance. This girl is absolutely nuts. She's nuttier than a damn payday. And like I said, my life had just been going too good, so I decided to look into Jae Bae a little bit today. And this is what I found. But you guys can follow my TikTok. I post like my weigh-ins on there whenever I make them. But Seanofsteelyt with some underscores between it. And yeah, that's about all from me. So I'll see y'all later. Peace. AJ Bae, AJ Bae, you're in my seat. AJ Bae, AJ Bae, is that Cheez-Its or your feet?